Alright, I'm heading out, heading on down the ICW to try to get to Houston. I'm leaving Carrabelle, Florida right now. This is the marina I stayed at for the last few weeks. It's called the Moorings, really nice. It's probably going to take about, I would say at least a week. So I'm leaving Carrabelle, I'm trying to get to Panama City today. And then from Panama City, tomorrow morning early, I'm going to take off to open water, cross over to hopefully Pensacola, and then the next day I will head in from there as close as I can get to New Orleans. Right there is the bridge going in, would be the start of the ICW in Apalachicola, Florida. It actually starts closer to Carrabelle, but over there it's all through this big bay, and this is where the inland portion starts. This is Apalachicola. Not much to it. Anchorages back that way. Just an old town. There's two big shrimping boats. They say it's got a lot of entertainment and nice places to eat. So that's the end of day one. I made it all the way from Carrabelle to Panama City. I went about 10 hours down the ICW, and it's actually the next morning, and I'm getting ready to go that way down the ICW to try to make it to Panama today. Go through Destin and get all the way to Panama today. That's the plan. It's probably about 14 hours, so I don't know if I'll make it all the way. I'll go as far as I can though. It's pretty uneventful, just a lot of woods and water, a little bit of waves. Anyway, I'm fixing to get started, heading out, day two. Downtown Destin right there. It's a really nice place to hang out. If you have a boat, you come through this bridge right here, you come out here in the bay, and it gets real shallow at times, and a lot of people will get out of their boat and just walk around out here, and you'll see you know, 100 boats out there, and people everywhere just hanging out. All right, well, that's the end of day two, I believe, and I just took off. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I just took off from day three. Day two, I got almost to Pensacola, and today I should be able to get to Mobile or beyond Mobile. pretty uneventful. Just climbing along as fast as I can. I think I'm doing about 75 and 80 miles a day, running about 6 knots, fighting the current some of the time, which slows me down, but average I'll do about 6 knots. Right now I'm doing 5.5 knots, fighting a pretty heavy current, but it's about to turn and go with me. Just outside of Pensacola, and I've got to stop and get fuel and get some more food. This is my 3rd night on the boat, and it's not really that fun, to be honest. But anyway, just gonna keep pushing on and make my way to Houston. Running from a storm. Giving me plenty of wind. I'm going almost 10 miles an hour. Alright, it's 5 o'clock, end of day 4. I didn't film much this morning. Day 3, I came up to the other side of Mobile and anchored there, and then woke up this morning. It was raining and storming, and it was really rough, so I didn't do much filming today. I went through 3 squalls, and the wave from Mobile all the way to New Orleans is basically open ocean. I know it's intercoastal waterway because there's a few barrier islands about 10 miles offshore, and the intercoastal is probably about 7 miles offshore. So really you're just out in open ocean, and with the wind and the waves, it was really tough. I've got about 36 more miles of this sort of open ocean before I get into New Orleans, and then intercoastal open ocean. So I went through these 3 squalls today and just didn't film much. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but way over there is the mainland, and I think that's Gulf, it's Mississippi. I know that. Biloxi is way down there, and the town right here, I think it's Gulfport, Mississippi, and then I don't know what this is, but I'm in a out here is kind of a deserted island. Like I said, these little barrier islands kind of give some sort of protection. It's basically just a deserted little island out here about 10 miles offshore. And I came up inside this one here. Is kind of built like a horseshoe. Came up inside it and anchored to get out of the swell and the chop. But so it's a little too early to be anchoring, but it's really rough out there. And there was another swell. So New Orleans is this way, There was another swell, or not swell, another squall that came up, and then right after I anchored, it just disappeared. So I probably could have kept going, but it is too rough out there. I'm hoping tomorrow it'll be a little less choppy, and the swell from the ocean maybe will calm down. I'm hoping. It could be worse, but we'll find out. Anyway, I'm just going to crash right here tonight. Sit here, twiddle my thumbs for the next 4 or 5 hours, go to sleep, and try to get after it early in the morning. Try to get after it early in the morning for day 5 into New Orleans. It's the start of day 5. After last night, after I anchored at the other island with the palm trees, I think it was I forget the name of the island, K Key or something like that. I decided to the water and the wind calmed down, and I decided to motor 3 more hours, unfortunately in the dark, up to this is called Moon Island, Moon Bay, or Half Moon Island, I think is what it's called. And I don't know if you can see it, it's just barely sticking out of the water. But I came and anchored here, and now I'm only about 10 miles from New Orleans. So I'm in Louisiana now, and the long trip across the state of Louisiana begins today. I think there's 13 bridges I got to go under and about 5 or 6 locks. So this is probably going to be, although it's easy to navigate through the canal, it's going to be time consuming because of all the bridges and locks I got to go through, and it kind of weaves and winds around, and a lot of traffic through New Orleans. But anyway, should be interesting, I hope. Nothing too interesting, but anyway, New Orleans is off that direction about 10 miles, and you can't see anything because there's quite a bit of haze out here. But anyway, time to get started. Alright, I'm gonna have to end this video here. I've gone from Carrabelle, Apalachicola, through Destin, Panama City, Mobile, and in the next video I'll begin to start into New Orleans and all the way through Louisiana into Texas. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.